morning, everybody. I just found the trial. It's on a local station in Memphis. Court TV is not streaming it. Nobody's here yet, so I'm going to wait a few minutes before I start. I apologize. I'm just texting Judy to let her know. Because I can't go live without a mod. So I apologize. I don't know what is wrong with Court TV unless they have to take Saturdays off. Hey, Jennifer. I guess Jennifer got a notification. Hey, Carla, my notifications are working. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. I do not understand why we're having court on a Saturday. I do not get it. Saturday, not every Saturday, but most Saturdays are mine and Travis's date day. And he works every other Saturday, 8:30 to 1. And he's like, okay, when I get home, we'll go. And I'm like, I can't today. He goes, okay, well, we'll make it tomorrow. I'm like, okay, tomorrow. So, yeah, I've been like, hey, Nichelle, hey, Carla, hey, Jennifer, yay, my notifications worked. Okay. I was like, what am I going to do? This is going to mess up my gavel-to-gavel streak because Court TV had a thumbnail for day 6. Like, they were just going to skip today, I guess. So I was just scrolling because I thought, okay, well, we're not going to get to do today. And I was just scrolling, and I'm like, let me check one more time. And instead of checking Court TV or Law and Crime, I just Googled Tennessee v. Brandon Isabelle, and a local Memphis channel popped up. So that's what we're going to watch it on. So I'm sorry it was such short notice, guys, but it was for me as well. So because I want to see Attorney Wagglehands cross-examine the text messages because she had objections about some of these text messages even coming in. What are we doing? Why is nothing happening?
And just put the exhibit up on the screen so that I don't have to fiddle with stuff.
Someone objecting?
No, I just
There you
want
are.
to, for the record,
You have remote.
I do.
Okay. Are you ready for the jurors to be brought?
Well, I just uploaded the decision on Jose Soto Escalera's. It's Saturday. I don't think on Saturdays. Hang on. On the penalty phase of the Jose Soto Escalera's death penalty trial. Yeah, because remember, it was I just did it in the middle of this trial because we kept jumping back and forth. I didn't want to jump anymore, so I just put it in the middle. And so I cut it out so I could put it in a playlist because I didn't want people to go, well, where's the decision? Where's the decision? So I just cut it out of the longer live stream and stuck it in the playlist. So sorry for the confusion.
Hello?
Yes, Your Honor. I say it's right. Yes.
I do that sometimes
Jury
too.
into the courtroom.
And like, Travis is so not technically inclined. And I'm so afraid sometimes that I've accidentally turned on my YouTube, what I'm watching on YouTube, on his TV. Because that'll freak him out. He'll be like, what is going on? He'll think a ghost changed his TV or something. Okay, so I'm sorry for the short notice and the confusion about the... I just wanted to get that decision in the playlist for people that were only watching that trial because it was out of place. It was in the middle of the Baby in the River trial. So, okay, so here we go. Jury is in the courtroom. We're starting day 5. Hey, Nancy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You have your coffee?
Yes.
Yes. You sleep okay?
Yes.
I checked on you last night. At least I tried. At least I tried. But welcome back. We're going to get to work. I won't keep you because it's work. But we're going to get a lot done today. That is my hope and my wish. Let's get Special Agent Garner in, please.
I want to see Tiffany at Epcot. My friend is streaming Tiffany live from Epcot today. I don't want to be here either, you guys. If I have to be here, you have to be here.
This lady's going to draw her school on those.
Good morning, sir. Welcome back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Special Agent.
Good morning.
I want to talk to you first about the way that you gather information.
There we go,
from phones,
Judy.
okay?
She's starting already.
One way that you can do that is by getting a search warrant for a phone, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when you get a search warrant for a phone, does that automatically give you access to that phone?
It allows me to attempt access to that phone. Yes, ma'am.
Now, when you say attempt access, what do you mean?
So our software is actually designed to interface with a phone. It's a computer, but some phones have newer chipsets or newer operating systems that our software actually cannot communicate with. So there are times that we actually cannot access the device with our software.
Does whether you have the passcode affect whether you can access the software?
No, ma'am.
It does not affect that?
No, ma'am.
You can get into a phone without the passcode?
Some, yes, ma'am.
Is that by using the gray key to
Carla?
Yes, ma'am.
run the passcodes?
But there are some, even with the passcode, the chipsets and the encryption technology and the communication technology is surpassed what our software is up to.
Thanks,
So
Carla.
even with the passcode, there are times that we cannot access the data on the phone. with our
Would you
software.
agree with me that having the passcode helps?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Now, you can also subpoena records from the provider, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you do that, you get a much more limited scope of information.
Yes, ma'am.
Other times, you can have what's called a consent to search.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And that's when a person says, here's my phone, here's the passcode, have at it.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what happened here.
I'm not sure what was provided to Sergeant Bledsoe, but I was presented a search warrant, a consent on Artesia's. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And were you also given the passcode?
Yes, ma'am.
So y'all were able, between the two extractions, to access all of the information.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, I want to talk to you about your report,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? Now, your report on its cover page is called a presentation, and if we go down to the second slide, it's a presentation for Sergeant Boyd,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And he was the lead investigator in this case.
I believe he was. He was the one that requested the location analysis. That's why his name's there, ma'am.
Okay. And so when he originally requested the location analysis, did he only request the location analysis on Mr. Isabelle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so that is what the next several slides are.
Yes, ma'am.
In this, when we go down to the information regarding communications and the information regarding Ms. Stewart, all of those things, those were created for the prosecutors.
Yes, ma'am.
So all of these maps and everything were created for a purpose.
For the location information, the mapping was presented to Sergeant Boyd, and then the communications was at the request of the DA. Yes, ma'am.
So all of these were created with a purpose, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Requested to be prepared by law enforcement
Yes, ma'am.
and by the prosecutors.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And that's who you made these presentations for.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in the presentation, I'm not going to walk you through every slide. We went through it pretty thoroughly yesterday. With Mr. Isabelle, you go from broad down to specific, and you walk step by step by step by step through every bit of that information, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, with Ms. Stewart, you went very broad and went extremely isolated in where you went to close up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I noticed on your overview, the big one, you have that red pin, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you put that pin?
That red pin represents the homicide scene right there at Sedgwick and Levi.
Okay, did you put it at the actual intersection of Sedgwick and Levi?
It was based on the GPS coordinates from the reporting officer's location when he took the report. So I think it is right there at that intersection. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So that would have been where the officer was located, not necessarily where Ms. Hoyle's vehicle was located.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay. So that pinpoint may not be exactly accurate.
That's right.
Okay. Now, in your zoom ins on Ms. Stewart, this is an area at Neely and Bunnell, right? And in between Neely and Bunnell and Neely and Lorraine?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have her on Neely at one point, it looks like, and on maybe Bunnell on the other?
Yes, ma'am. The device started moving.
Okay, and it's fair to say those top bubbles are on Neely.
Yes, ma'am.
And in the mapping that you did on Mr. Isabelle's phone, we can also see Neely Road in there. If you look, let me make it. You see right on that left edge?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But you didn't zoom in on any part of this area for Ms. Artisha Stewart's presentation.
No, ma'am.
Now I want to talk to you about the accuracy of these pinpoint locations, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now yesterday, when we were looking at the presentation, it showed some of these dots on into the river.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it your position that that phone was actually in the Wolf River?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And what can affect the accuracy of these pinpoints?
So anything that can kind of obstruct or attenuate the signals from the GPS satellites to the device can cause discrepancies in accuracy, or not discrepancies, but larger radius of accuracy. So buildings, the phone is under a seat, if it's in a pocket, if the car goes under a tree, there's just anything that would hinder the signals reaching the device decreases the accuracy of that GPS hit.
Does the individual cell phone provider affect the accuracy of GPS in certain locations?
No, ma'am.
It doesn't at all?
No, ma'am.
So the signal will be the same whether it's T-Mobile or AT&T?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, for example, in my old house, I couldn't have a T-Mobile phone because it wouldn't work. Like I'd have a dead spot in my house.
Yes, ma'am.
So, but when I switched to AT&T, I was able to make phone calls. No problem.
Yes, ma'am.
What's
So-
your question?
Even though the signals for the calls were different for the providers, the signal to the satellite would be the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when you were testifying yesterday, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because I thought you said that movement can affect accuracy.
Yes, ma'am. It can.
And that's because of all of those intervening forces that you were just talking about, trees, buildings, things like that?
And the satellites are not stationary. So the satellites rise and set kind of like the sun and the moon. So as some satellites come up, some are going down. So you don't have the same number of satellites directly overhead all the time for the device to see. And that affects the accuracy of the GPS hits also.
So the time of day can even affect the accuracy?
I don't know about the time of day. It would just be the movement of the satellites.
Okay, but if the satellites are moving, then they would be at a different place from one time to another?
Yes, they are always moving. They're orbiting the Earth. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so on a single day, the time of day could matter.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
And the availability of satellites in the area that you're in matters.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so now I want to talk to you about some of the direct examination yesterday regarding the earlier in the day. When we were talking about the area of Mart Road. And that's what's up on the screen right now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Mart Road was the call-out time at 11:51 a.m., right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mart Road is not Levi Road.
That is correct. It is not.
Mart Road is not Sedgwick Road.
It is not. No, ma'am.
Those are two completely different areas,
Yes, ma'am.
separated by a huge forest area.
I'm not sure of the topography, but it is separate and distinct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And this is a zoomed out view of their distance, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you said you're not familiar with that area?
I am
at all?
not. No, ma'am.
Is it possible for GPS to have created that line on a map, for GPS to have been so inaccurate that Mr. Isabelle would have actually been traveling on Levi and Sedgwick?
No, ma'am. I think that with the location hits being on that road and not having any kind of outliers, I don't think that it would be on Levi and Sedgwick at all. No, ma'am.
Okay, so that, even with giving accuracy, even with taking accuracy into consideration, that's on Mart Road, that is not on Levi or Sedgwick?
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, I would like to,
I thought lawyers didn't ask questions they didn't know the answer to. Because if she knew the answer to that question, she shouldn't have asked it.
talk to you about this slide that you discussed with the state yesterday, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, this involves a phone call that was on Ms. Stewart's phone, but not on Mr. Isabel's phone.
That's correct.
But these calls were between Mr. Isabel and Ms. Stewart, or
Yes,
at
ma'am.
least between their devices.
Between the devices. Yes, ma'am.
And that's an important clarification, right?
Absolutely.
This is something to where we aren't talking about, you know, this doesn't necessarily equal this, and what you're tracking is that.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
baby killers don't do well in jail. So I cannot believe I did baby killers back to back. I gotta get pickier with my picks for trials. No, I don't think either of these guys are gonna do well in jail at all.
So, why would a phone call show in one and not the other?
What? The show?
It could have been deleted from one and not from the other.
Why are you?
And that would have been a phone call to Mr. Isabelle?
You know, you guys, you know me, right? I can tell you how to not go to hell. Just DM me and I'll tell you all about it. I'm not going to tell you on channel because that's a no-no. That's one of my channel rules, but you can DM me anytime you want. I'll tell you all about how to go to heaven.
Those numbers from Ms. Stewart?
Can't see that pointer's hiding the or yes. So that is an outgoing call. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that would have been from Ms. Stewart to Mr. Isabelle at approximately 10:19.
Yes, ma'am. From that device to Isabel's device. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And these were the calls that you had from Mr. Isabel's phone regarding Ms. Stewart, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So those two devices calling each other.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, yesterday on Direct, you talked about how the user would have to change the name, right? So that's because there's the same number but two different names?
That is one possibility. Also is the where it's pulling its contact information from. So a contact information can be a collection from many different sources, from Facebook, from user entered, from Instagram, from any other social media, Snapchat. So yes, ma'am.
Okay, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure yesterday you testified that indicated that the owner changed the ID.
It could be an indication the owner changed the ID. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's a possibility,
Yes, ma'am.
but there are other possibilities.
Absolutely.
And any of those are equally possible.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to talk to you now about data points. I'm going to come on into the well of the courtroom, we're going to move around a little bit, right? So what are these data points that the GPS is based on?
This is the device seeking its location from GPS satellites.
Okay, and so when you see a pin drop GPS data point, what does that mean?
That means that is where the device has determined its location is, based on the information received from the satellites.
Okay, so if you get one data point that puts me here, and the next data point that you get puts me here, that just means that at this moment I was here, and at this moment I was here.
That means the device thinks it was there.
Right.
Yes,
It does not mean that I traveled in a straight line between those two.
that is absolutely correct.
I could have gone all the way around here and still had this data point land here.
And actually, it could mean the device actually didn't move, but the signals that it's receiving could have been reflected, could have been bounced, could have been attenuation, a time change in the amount of time it took that signal to get to that device. So it is basing that on what it perceives the signal response is.
Thank you, that helps.
I was fixing to say, don't
So
help her.
while GPS location is helpful, it is not 100% accurate.
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
And while it may be helpful, it does not draw lines between points.
It does not.
So yesterday when you talked about that maps it out exactly, it maps out where that device thinks it was at those exact times.
Yes, ma'am.
It does not map a route necessarily.
No, the software mapped that out. Yes, ma'am.
I like her suit.
One moment, please.
That's how I would dress if I was a lawyer.
Your Honor, that's all I have from this.
Can you redirect?
Yes, Your Honor. Never mind, please.
Oh, I pushed something. I pushed something. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Watching TV and porno?
Keep that from her. I warned you, I'm not text happy. It's a TV. So sorry.
All right, Special Agent Garner.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Fuchs was asking questions about who you prepared the report for. Let's go back to the first part, the location data of Mr. Brandon Isabelle's phone.
Yes, sir.
You prepared that for Sergeant Boyd. Was that during the course of the investigation?
Yes, sir.
Right around February 2nd? Approximately?
Yes, sir.
At that time, were they still trying to figure out where baby Kennedy was?
Yes, sir.
Later on, in preparation for this trial, did the state reach out to you and ask you to look into the phones a little bit more?
Yes, sir.
And then at that point, did you look into areas of the phone and then report back to the state of Tennessee what you found?
Yes, sir, I did.
And you generated that report based on what you found on the phone, correct?
That is correct.
Let's talk about GPS data and accuracy of it. Now, specifically here, we're looking at GPS data from the phone itself, connecting to the satellites.
Yes, sir.
It's an essential function for the phone to be able to know which towers to connect to, right?
One of the functions, yes, sir.
So this GPS location data is the phone trying to figure out where it is so it knows which towers to talk to, correct?
Yes.
Now, Ms. Fuchs was talking a minute ago about, well, there's a data point here and a data point here, it means that the phone thinks it was in those locations
Yes.
at those specific times.
Yes, it recorded that GPS location and then recorded that GPS location. Yes.
Are the times of the locations important?
Yes.
What's important about the times for each location?
The times are from when the device actually received that signal and recorded it to its log. So that's just, it's keeping track of where it was at what time of day and that.
So if there's a point here and a point here, they're 1 second apart.
Oh, Judy.
It's possible, right, that the path of travel could have been not just a straight line, but a curve, right?
Correct.
But we talk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. If the second time between the two, if the difference in time is 1 second between point A and point B, does it make sense that the route of travel would have been this long squiggly line that I just traced out with my feet?
No, like I said, it might not have moved at all.
It might not have moved at all.
Just the GPS signals with the attenuation, the reflection, the bouncing, the device could be stand still and record a different hit.
But the timing of the points is what's important.
Yes.
And if there's a cluster of a point here, a point here, a point here, and another over here, all within a 5-second period of time, does it make sense that the phone at some point in time was during that 5-second window in this general location versus, say, Cordova, Memphis, Tennessee?
That's correct.
So the time and the cluster of points indicate during that time where the phone may have been.
Yes.
It could have been in that area where all the points were.
Yes.
So when looking at location data, determining where a phone is, it's important to look at the clustering and the time period, correct?
Yes.
So if you have a clustering of points, say on Mart Road, following the outline of Mart Road, is that a good indicator, as demonstrated earlier in the PowerPoint, that the phone was along Mart Road at those times?
That is correct, yes. It's a good indicator, yes.
It would indicate that it was there, say, as opposed to Cordova, let's say.
Yes, sir.
Now let's go back to Artesia Stewart's location data. This piece is asking about where her location data was clustered. And here you've actually played it out by times instead of just dots, correct?
Yes,
So the largest cluster of dots there within the red circle, that's on Stacy Road, correct?
Yes, sir.
There is one showing at 9:40 on Benell, correct?
Yes.
And then there's one showing at 10:03:06 p.m. over there, kind of around Howard.
Yes.
And then 10:03:42 at Neely. And there's a good little cluster right there, Neely, south of Lorraine Road.
Yes, sir.
But the vast majority of that cluster is showing there an address on Stacy, correct?
Correct.
And then progressing with time towards Neely.
Yes.
And that is 10:03 approximately,
Yes.
correct? And as we look at the map, it proceeds down in time from 10:03 to 10:58 p.m. all the way up to an address on North 2nd Street, correct?
On this slide, it was 10:03 to 10:28.
Excuse me, 10:03 p.m. to 10:28 p.m.
Yes, sir.
The whole time, the dots are moving along the roadway, correct?
That's correct.
Did you find a cluster of pink dots at Levi and Sedgwick
I did not.
for Artesia Stewart's phone?
No, I did not.
Did it drive down Neely?
Objection to speculation?
Did the phone, excuse me,
For what purpose? Are you withdrawing?
well,
Are
I
you
guess,
afraid
Your
now?
Honor, it doesn't call on speculation. I'm asking him to state based on the data that he used to make this map showing it going down Neely. He plotted those based on time, and he could testify to the time at which the dots moved along the road.
For the device, yes.
For the device?
For the device. Sustain the objection for the device specified.
Yes, sir. For Artesia Stewart's device, did it continue moving along Neely Road as it traversed from Stacy Street to North 2nd Street?
It did, yes.
And that's between 10:03 p.m. and 10:28 p.m. on the 1st.
The 10:03 to 10:28 is actually from that address on Stacy to the address on North 2nd. So it actually includes all of the dots that's in that graph, sir.
And it didn't turn off on Levi.
No, it did not.
Now, going back to the slides regarding the call logs between Artesia Stewart and the defendant. The names change, correct,
Yes.
for Artesia Stewart in the defendant's phone. Does the phone number stay the same each time though?
It does, yes.
So does that indicate to you that Raina Isabel's phone is calling Artesia Stewart's phone at those times?
Yes.
Now, going back to the locations of Brandon Isabelle's phone. Brandon Isabelle's phone appears on Levi Road, near the intersection of Levi and Sedgwick, the area where Danielle Hoyle was found shot to death at 9:02 p.m. to 9:17 p.m. on February 1st of 2022, correct?
That is correct.
It also shows going to that same area earlier on Mark Road, earlier in the day, correct?
That is correct.
From 11:48 a.m. to 11:55 a.m., correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And to get there to Mark Road, it came from the Lavonder Surgery Center out east of Poplar and State, right?
Yes, sir.
It just drove straight down to the phone went straight down to Mark Road.
No, it did not.
Can you describe the path of travel that you recall it taking?
The device left the surgery center, traveled east on Poplar, and then turned northbound on Germantown, then went westbound, made a left onto Walnut Road, and took Walnut Road to Interstate 240, and then went southbound 240 towards Mark Road.
This slide here.
Yes, sir.
So
So it didn't go down to Germantown, it went up Farm Road. Poplar to Farm Road to Humphreys to Germantown, north on Germantown, then made a left onto Walnut Grove, where it then went back to Interstate 240 heading southbound.
once it got to Mark Road, it was there for a few minutes, correct?
Yes,
And then turned around and drove to 8072 Lathbury, correct?
yes, sir.
And that was earlier in the day of February 1st, 2022, from on the scene of Mark Road from 11:48 a.m. to 11:55 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Brandon Isabelle's phone also showed up on Mud Island on the evening of February 1st of 2022, correct?
That's correct.
From 10:59 p.m. to 11:27 p.m.
Yes, sir.
It also showed near the area of the boat ramp at 11:20 p.m.
That's correct.
It also showed the phone at the Walgreens at Raines and Elvis Presley Boulevard from 11:51 p.m. on February 1st, 2022 until 12:11 a.m. on February 2nd of 2022, correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
It also showed the phone at the Walmart on Elvis Presley Boulevard from 12:15 a.m. on the 2nd to 12:17 a.m. on the 2nd, correct?
Correct.
And it shows it arriving at the house on Stacy Road at 12:21 a.m. on the 2nd to 12:23 a.m.
Yes.
Now, Brandon Isabelle's phone also appears to go to 8072 Lathbury numerous times during the course of February 1st and February 2nd, correct?
That is correct.
Specifically, it arrives on February 1st at 8072 Lathbury at 8:05 p.m., correct?
Don't recall if we can pull it up so we can refresh.
Sure. Or leaving, excuse me, leaving Lathbury at 8:05 p.m.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
It also shows the Brandon Isabelle's phone arriving back at Lathbury at 10:24 p.m., correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And then it shows the defendant's phone leaving that location again at 10:30 p.m., correct?
Yes, sir.
at 8072 Blackberry.
Yes, sir.
State will pass witness.
I'll be careful. Your mapping on Mr. Isabel's phone showed him at Levi and Sedgwick between 9:02 p.m. and 9:17 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
And yet, when the state asked you to map Artesia Stewart's location, they asked you to start at 9:30 p.m.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Now, I want to ask you about something Mr. Steele said about arriving at and leaving. Can you tell when someone arrived based on their data points?
No, ma'am.
Can you tell when someone left based on their data points?
No, ma'am.
You can just tell where they are at that exact time.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, would putting your phone in airplane mode affect whether you get data points?
No, ma'am.
Would turning your phone off affect whether you get data points?
Turn it off, yes, ma'am.
So there are ways to stop data points from coming.
Absolutely.
That's all I have.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please call your next witness.
The state calls Taisha Ashton.
Okay, I'm great, but apparently I'm having trouble typing today.
Ms. Aston, come forward.
Yes.
Come forward, watch your step.
These are my new eye drops. You
Stand
guys
right here
know how
first, Your Honor. Raise your
my
right hand.
eyes water all the time?
Good morning.
This is what my
Do you
doctor
swear
gave
or
me.
affirm to tell the truth?
Supposed
Please have a
to
seat, watch your step. I will need you to speak up.
stop
for
the
benefit of
watering.
the court reporter here.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
You could state your name and spell it for the jury and court reporter, please.
Taisha Ashton, Tiasia Ashton,
And where do you work?
Walgreens,
Oh crap, I
4154 Elvis
Oh
Presley.
well.
Where you went before Elvis Presley, and were you working there back on February 1st, 2022?
Yes,
And your job there, were you a manager as well?
yes, sir.
Did the police visit the store at some point on February 2nd?
Yes, sir.
And do you remember what they asked you to do?
Verify some information on the receipt that had showed.
They were looking for video, is that correct? Did they give you some parameters or some things to look for in video?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They wanted to know, they showed me a receipt and they wanted to know what the items were on the receipt. And if I could pull the video of the person that purchased those items and if I could verify what those items were.
Okay. And were you able to find some video of the person parking and then coming into the store?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to pass forward to the judge a USB drive. You can take a look at that and let us know if that is the USB drive that has video on it.
Yes, sir. With my
How do you
initials.
know? Your initials?
My initials.
No, I think it has that marked as exhibit 121.
No objection.
All right, exhibit 121, Walgreens surveillance videos. Envelope, you want to pass over?
Judge, if we permission
Go ahead, please. To publish? Go ahead, please.
Before we start, I'd ask you, this video we're about to see, is this a spliced together video of all the different cameras at your store?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, before we play it, there's some times where we sped up the video?
Yes, sir.
Is that correct? Okay. You see the the time there?
Mhm.
So 11:50?
Yes. And that's the parking lot on the Memphis person side of the store. That's the rain side of the store.
Is that the white sedan?
Watch it, that's parking.
This is one of the places where we sped it up a little bit, correct?
Yes.
Your door opening?
Yes, sir. The person's now exiting the store, the car.
We see a person walking from the car.
Yes. That's that person entering the store now.
Okay.
I don't know if that's better or worse. It could be better if it was a loving couple that wanted a child and didn't want to go through legal channels, but it could be worse if it was bought for another reason. So, I don't know if that's good or bad. Yikes.
Now, sped it up again, correct?
Yes.
Well, she'd be alive, but if it was bought by a nefarious person, she might not be having a good life. You don't think so, Wiggles? I hope not. I hope not. Oh, hi, Wiggles, by the way.
Time do we have now?
11:57.
Back to the
That's
closet, right there, I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's the person that exited the car.
Okay, and those are the purchases that they asked you to
Verify. Yes.
verify? I'm going to hand you what was previously marked as Exhibit 111.
Well, that makes me feel better.
This is the receipt that they asked me to verify the item on the receipt.
Okay.
To
from-
match the purchase. that-
Okay. I'm going to hand you what has previously been marked as, let's do them in order here, is 112.
Here, I'm gonna object to her identifying the items. The jury can see what's on the video. She wasn't present to see in person what it was.
No, she's the store manager. She's reviewed the items. She knows what the items are that are on the receipt that she got for the police. She's just confirming what we're seeing here on the video.
Overruled.
Yes, this is the plush bear.
That's also
And
indicated.
That's also on this receipt.
Okay. I'm going to hand then Exhibit 113. Be careful with that. It's dried out a little bit.
This is the Valentine Road that was in the video and also on.
That's a Valentine's Road.
Yes.
And I'm going to also then hand Exhibit 114.
This is the Hallmark card that was purchased from the receipt and verified.
Okay, and all that writing wasn't on it when it was purchased, correct?
No.
Okay. We could start the video again. He's got some other items there as well, is that correct?
Yes,
What
a
are they?
6-pack of Sprite
Okay.
and some Trolley candy.
Okay.
That's absurd.
While watching this, does the receipt have a time on it?
People can
Yes,
change.
11:59 p.m.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. My dad, who, God bless him, was one of the racist persons I've ever known. He changed. When I was a teenager, I used to get in trouble for dating black guys. Anyway, when I was in my late 20s, I went to, in the 90s, this was in the 90s, I went to Venezuela on a missions trip. And when I came home, he was like, why didn't you bring one of those black kids home with you and adopt them? Seriously, this was my dad. Why didn't you bring one of those kids home and I'm like, Dad, they're black kids. He's like, I know. Why didn't you bring one of them home? I'm like, I didn't think to, Dad. I really didn't think to. And I don't think they would have let me bring a Venezuelan kid. Just, yeah, let's just pack him in my suitcase and bring him home. But that's so sad. There are kids that need to be adopted, and you don't, because you have arrests in your past. That let's be honest. Hippies, it was probably pot charges, right? Or because you're overweight. That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. So many kids need loving parents. And I wasn't married, so I never adopted. But if I had been married and couldn't have kids, I would have probably tried to adopt. I probably would have been denied too, because I've been overweight all my life. That is just... For sit-ins and protests? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're totally getting off the subject of this trial, but this is just I'm sorry, y'all. This is blowing my mind. Wow. Okay, back to the trial. I'm sorry, y'all. I just did not know that, and that is just ridiculous. But yeah, people can change. That's stupid.
Looks like the purchaser of the items is headed back to the white sedan. Ms. Jackson, we sped it up here again, correct?
Yes,
And that was about what time?
midnight.
Midnight. So now it's 12:01, correct?
Yes,
The car's still there?
yes,
Now it's 12:02, almost 12:03, correct?
yes,
The car's still there?
yes.
12:04,
Yes.
car's still there.
Oh no, that's fine. It was interesting.
12:06 a.m., February 2nd,
Yes.
2022.
Yes.
This car's still sitting there?
Yes.
move back to normal time. What do we see?
The car leaving around
What time is it?
12.
12:11? Where's he going here? What part of the store is that?
That's the Elvis Presley side of the store.
Okay. I'm gonna hand forward one other photograph. If you could take a look at that and let us know if you recognize what that is.
Looks like a scavenger at the top of the store.
Is that, okay, so okay. Your Honor, could we have that marked as the next number of the exhibit? I think it's 122.
Go ahead, please.
Blow that up a little bit. Our pointer has not been doing well this week. So if you could, maybe I could get up there and kind of point toward the, when the car first comes in and out, when we see it coming in and then leaving, is it on this right side of the building over here with the larger parking lot?
Yes, on the Elvis Presley side.
And when it backs in and parks, is it,
Parking on the right side.
is there any way you can drag that over to the? Okay. We used to, like a long time ago, we used to have these sticks that we point stuff with, but, look at that. It's like in the 60s.
You're welcome.
So when the car first comes in, right, the lights in, is it coming in this way?
Yes,
Okay, and it parks right here,
yes,
correct? Or am I wrong with that?
that's correct.
That's correct. And then when it leaves, it goes back out this way
Yes.
and onto, and this street right here is what?
Elvis.
Oh. Is that in,
And the cashier never entered a phone number. And you get the receipt and see, it says, if you had used your reward card, you could have saved money today. Does that indicate that no reward card was used?
Yes.
That's all I have.
Very good, then.
Thank you, you may step down. Please call your next witness.
In our state calls Officer McKinney.
What was the point of that?
Officer McKinney, come forward. Watch your step. Stand right here, face your raise your right hand.
I mean, you can see him on the
Do you
video.
swear or affirm to tell the truth?
I do.
Please have a
He
seat. and
didn't
watch
use
your
his
step.
reward card, so what?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Could you please state your name for the court and spell it for the jury and the court?
It's Cornell McKinney. It's Cornell. Last name is McKinney, McKinney.
Thank you, sir. Where do you work?
Memphis Police Department.
Were you assigned to the Memphis Police? Well, how long have you worked at Memphis Police Department?
17 years.
Were you assigned to, were you working at Memphis Police Department back on February 2nd of 2022?
Yes, sir.
Did you receive an assignment to get some video back on that day?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember where you were looking for video from?
The Walmart at 5255 Elvis Presley.
5255 Elvis Presley?
Yes, sir.
Did you get some things to look for, within the video at a time?
Yes, sir.
What were those things?
It was supposed to be a white four-door sedan that's supposed to come on the lot of the Walmart and went to the rear of the business.
Okay. it was just after midnight that it was supposed to come on the lot?
Correct.
Um, Did you go to the Elvis Presley, Walmart on Elvis Presley?
I did.
And did they have a security system with video?
They did.
They recorded video? And we were able to find some video of the white sedan coming on the parking lot at the Walmart?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna, if I can hand forward another USB drive. Flash drive. Do you recognize that?
Yeah.
The video that you got from the Walmart at 5255 Elvis Presley?
Yes, sir.
Mayor, if we could have that marked as exhibit 123.
Okay, I've got an envelope marked all marked surveillance videos with 2 sets of initials. With one being CM.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mayor, permission to publish video?
Go ahead, please.
Are we doing Saturday morning cartoons now? Captain Caveman!
What are we looking at here?
Kids today are
It's
spoiled. They have
the video of the
24/7
Walmart parking lot with
cartoons.
the white four-door sedan that entered onto the lot. This slide here, that's when it was approaching going to the rear of the business.
Okay.
That's the side view, that's the north side of the Walmart. Makes a left turn to, now it's at the rear of the business.
This camera not quite as good. These are different cameras spliced together, correct?
Correct. That is currently the west side, which is the rear of the Walmart. It's traveling southbound in the rear of the business.
No, they don't.
Is it on the back side of the business?
Correct. That's
It's still stopping here, correct?
Correct. It's, and it's still
No, they
facing
do not.
southbound in the rear of the business.
All right, there's some dumpsters just next to it.
Correct.
This is an exit vehicle.
Correct. There's a figure exit.
And they get back in, correct?
Correct. Now it is traveling eastbound. That's going to be on the south side of the Walmart business. It's now making a left turn and it's now it's going to make a U-turn and it goes right back behind the business the way it came.
Okay.
So it's now going northbound behind the rear of the business.
Is that the place that stopped before by the dumpsters?
Correct. Now it's heading northbound where it stopped at.
Okay. Someone exits,
Yes.
puts the thing down.
Yeah, it puts an unknown object down.
Where we're headed now, we're still at the
That's
back.
now, yes, now going, traveling northbound in the rear of the Walmart business. It's continuing, that is the entry exit of the Walmart, which comes out on Holmes.
Okay. Is that a different exit than the entrance?
Correct, it is.
Okay.
And it leaves out going westbound on Holmes.
Okay. So I'm going to, for a photograph. You recognize that photograph?
Yes, sir, I do.
the aerial view of the Walmart at
Correct.
5255 Old Coast.
Correct.
And if we could have that marked as exhibit 124. Quick public step.
Go ahead, please.
I'm going to hand you this laser pointer. It should not be in my hands. I think you just have to press this top button. It should be a red laser pointer. All right, Officer McKinney, if you could, with that laser, sort of show us the route that we just saw the white sedan take.
All right. Say press this top button.
The top button, yeah. And you have to point it directly at the TV. It won't point at anything big. Okay.
All right, so it came southbound Holmes, it entered the lot right here. Came through, this is the front of the Walmart. It came through the north side of the Walmart to the rear. Stopped somewhere along right here, I believe. And it continued here. This is where it made the U-turn. It came back around. When it came northbound behind the Walmart, then it went westbound, East Holmes right here.
Okay. And this is all, and those yellow shades, are those all video camera ranges on the?
Yes.
on the building?
Yes.
And this was all after midnight on February 2nd?
Correct.
2022.
Correct.
Right. Thank you, sir. No further questions.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Aaron. Officer McKinney, the video that we just watched, there was no date or time stamp on that, right?
Correct.
And through none of the footage could you actually see into the car.
Correct.
And there's not a clear photo of the license plate of the car.
Correct.
And this was just the video you were told to go collect of a white sedan in that area.
Correct.
That's all I have.
But it was a white sedan, right?
It was, yes.
And did you see a figure get out of that white sedan after midnight on February 2nd and drop something next to a dumpster back there?
Correct.
Okay. No further questions, sir.
Any further?
Thank you, sir. You may sit down.
He shopped at Walgreens. He dumped the baby carrier at Walmart.
Please call your next witness.
State House Officer Walker.
Officer Walker, come forward. Watch your step. Stand right here, face your honor, raise your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth? Please have a seat. Would you please state and spell your name for the jury?
Lee Walker, Leedwalker.
And where are you employed?
Miss Police Department,
And how long have you been with MPD?
31 years.
Where are you currently assigned?
Crime scene, Bravo chief.
And remind us, what is Bravo shift?
It's the day shift from 06:45 to 14:45.
Now, Officer Walker, how long have you been with crime scene?
16 years.
So is it fair to say you were in crime scene back on February 2nd of 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, were you called out to 5255 Elvis Presley?
On that day, yes.
And what is at that location?
Walmart.
And when you
Why were you there?
At the request of the scene officers, of the range station, also of the homicide division, to collect evidence.
And at some point in time, did you get information that this was regarding a missing baby?
Yes, it did.
Now, as part of your duties, the crime scene, do you take photographs?
Yes,
And did you do that in this case?
yes, it did.
I'm going to hand you a stack of seven photographs. See if you recognize them.
Yes,
Are those photographs that you took at the Walmart on Elvis Presley on February 2nd of 2022?
yes, they are.
Your Honor, I'd ask that those be the next exhibits numbered sequentially, 125 through 131. Your Honor, may I have permission to publish? Yes, please. Now, Officer Walker, can you describe what we're seeing here?
That's a photograph of the camera system that's on the southwest corner of the Walmart building,
And are we talking about the back side of the Walmart?
backside.
Okay. And what are we seeing in this photograph?
That's just a pullback shot of the same camera system.
And just
And that's the front of my work van.
okay. And just for the record, we're looking at Exhibit 126, going to 127, What are we seeing here?
That's the actual backside of the Walmart, but there's a cluster of cameras above one of the doors that I was showing that there were cameras positioned throughout the backside of the building.
Is that one right there?
That's one of them, but down a little farther, right there.
Right there?
Yes.
And that's another camera?
There's several cameras.
Okay. And then looking at Exhibit 128, what are we seeing here?
Those are the dumpsters that are back there on the backside of the building. Also under the plastic bag was the car seat that the officers recovered. And also in the far distance, you can see the elementary school that is back there. They also have camera systems on them.
Okay. And was that plastic placed on the car seat to protect it?
Yes, because it was raining prior to my arrival.
Now, looking at 129, what are we seeing in this photograph?
That's a close-up of the car seat that's covered.
Now I'm going to show you what's previously been entered as Exhibit 15. Do you recognize this photograph?
Yes, that's the back of my van with the car seat placed in it.
All right. And did you take that photograph?
Yes, it did.
And Exhibit 130, what are we seeing here?
That is one of the items that was inside the car seat when I covered it from the plastic.
And Exhibit 131.
That's the cover to the car seat that was up under the plastic when we recovered it.
Now, Officer Walker, along with taking photographs as part of your job to collect physical evidence.
Correct.
And did you do that in this case?
Yes, it did.
I'm going to hand you an item.
Please don't touch or kiss, your germs are too big. Is that a bib?
And if you would take a look inside of that package. Officer Walker, before you completely unwrap that, do you recognize that item?
Yes, it is.
Is that the car seat that you collected at the Walmart on February 2nd, 2022?
Yes, it is.
All right, I ask that that be the next exhibit.
I didn't even
And
think
Officer
about
Walker,
that.
did you collect some additional items?
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna hand you 3 envelopes, and if you would take a look and see if you recognize those items.
Yes.
Can you start with that first envelope?
Okay, first one says pacifier, and the reason why I know is because anything that I tag in, there's a description of the item, and I put my initials and my work employee number on it to verify that that's what I'm submitting.
And when you collect those items, you actually then transport those to the Memphis Police Department property room.
Yes, I do.
Your Honor, I'd ask that the pacifier be the next exhibit. And what is the next envelope?
It says here, pink and white baby, which has my initials and my IBM employee number.
And did you collect that item at the Walmart on February 2nd of 2022?
Yes, I did.
Your Honor, I'd ask that that be the next exhibit.
All right, for those keeping count, we are at exhibit 134 with pink and white baby mid-10.
I wanted to see if I can open your mouth like I did last time. Open your mouth. Oh, you're no fun.
And Officer Walker, that last item, do you recognize that?
Yes, it says pink and white baby blanket. It has my initials and my employee IBM number.
And did you also collect that item from the Walmart on February 2nd?
Choke on it.
As soon as I open it up, I paid. But I did place it in this.
He wants from Nancy. He's got gloves on. He's got gloves on.
And is that, in fact, the pink blanket that you photographed and collected that day?
Yes, it is.
I would ask that that be the next exhibit. May Officer Walker step down and publish those items for the jury?
Hearing no objection. No objection. Go ahead, please, ma'am.
This is where, whenever I enter any item into evidence, I'll place my IBM number and my initials on these items to verify that later on when I come to court, if I have to come to court, that it shows that I personally did this myself.
glasses. Did he have glasses on in his interview video?
And this was the blanket that was on the car seat the day that Ted collected these items. The initials, the IBM employee number. This was the pacifier that I collected that day. Want me to do the seat also? Okay. This is the cover that was over it, which was plastic that was over that, and this is the car seat that I recovered the day that I was tasked to make the scene at Walmart.
If you all please stretch. Stand up stretch. What I'm gonna do.
Oh, they're sending the jury out.
So just don't overdo it at lunch, okay? Just don't overdo it. I need you focused and locked in. It's Saturday.
Oh, they're
Come on.
going to lunch already?
Recess.
We'll stand for recess.
Well, when are you coming back? Hang on, maybe she said.
At Walmart.
I need you focused and locked in. It's Saturday. Come on. I need you focused and locked in. So just don't overdo it at lunch. I'll see you in a bit. Point. Or at least somebody asked for one. Let's not discuss anything. I'll see you in a bit.
Dang it, Debbie.
This seems to be a good breaking point. Or at least somebody asked for one. Let's not discuss anything we've seen or heard today.
No vaccine.
I'll see you in a bit. Or after lunch. Just don't overdo it at lunch, okay? Just don't overdo it. I need you focused and locked in. It's Saturday, come on.
What's that, Marie?
Okay, I have no idea. I have no idea. I guess just... Okay, so we're about 15 minutes behind. Oh wait, I just saw movement. We're about 15 minutes. I would say 45 minutes, but it's Saturday, so I don't know if they're going to play by the normal rules or not today. I really don't know if it's going to be a shorter lunch because they want to go home earlier or what. I don't know what to do, y'all. I guess let's take a lunch break and just come back when you get a notification. Does that sound okay? And I'll just keep an eye on it. Okay. All right. Just look for me. I'll be back when they're back. Have a great lunch, everyone. Bye.